Hello and welcome back to another edition of Panzer Corps Grand Campaign on Manstein. And this time we're going for Warsaw, and I'm very much looking forward to this fight. This is a very interesting and tough one. So, one moment. Let's switch into the game and take a look at the situation and at, well, my deployment and some thoughts going into this. Yeah, I decided to go for Warsaw North because I did the South version on my Rommel Let's Play. And yeah, always good to change things up. So let's see. We have Warsaw in the center, and yeah, difficult things to think about. So I basically have one force, a small force in the north that is going to try and pressure the Polish units from the north. I have already here. We will send him around. Well, let's take a look at it like this. We will send him around and try to take out some of those locations in the background. It's not alcoholic tranquility. Hi, by the way, and hi, Lieutenant Joker. And yeah, so already here we'll have to do a lot of work because those guard units are no joke on Manstein. It's very difficult to take them out. My main attack will be from the west, so we will try to crush the Polish units by driving a vertical line through Warsaw from the north to the south, and we have a small auxiliary force to the south. One task will be to take out the final location where we get the artillery. And I really tried to avoid that because you need all of your units basically to take out one single guard unit. They're completely overpowered on Manstein, but it doesn't work out. I tried it. I was in a good way, but then I was surrounded by tankettes. So by turn, I don't know, 15 or 16, they will start to mass by tankettes on any victory location you leave open. So that's not, well, I think that's a little bit of a design flaw because it's completely ridiculous, and it should be optional. If you want to take these artillery units, take them, but if you don't want to take them, it should be fine as well, but it definitely isn't. So you have to do it like that. And once we have covered those targets, we will swing back and try to pressure them from the south too. So I will build on the strategy Lieutenant Joker suggested. It's a multi-pronged attack, because otherwise, it's a little bit hard to block all the victory locations in time and prevent them from buying reinforcements. So yeah, Lieutenant Joker, I agree, multi-pronged attack is better for this one, at least at Manstein, and I think on all difficulty levels. Yeah, considering deployment, I very heavy on in the air. So we have 2 level bombers, we already had them. I didn't bring my anti-tank cannon because it's a bad gun. The 3.7 centimeter gun basically does nothing against the strong points you will face off here. So I switched them out for a new pioneer unit. So we have 2 pioneers here ready, and let's hope they will do a good job. Other than that, a single tank and all the other units. I would bring more infantry, but I don't have the unit slots to do it. So I think that's enough about initial thoughts. This will be very meticulous playthrough. I tested a lot of small optimizations, and I learned a whole lot during this one, and I hope you will too. I will try to explain my thoughts, and yeah, let's see what we can do. And by the way, it's not guaranteed that we win here. If we run into mud or rain in the beginning, we'll just restart because I don't want to deal with that. So let's see. We have great weather, and yeah, let's see what we can do. I'm a little bit nervous. So let's rush our auxiliary units. We have to bring them over just to take out the crossing and progress to Gadka. We will get a piece of artillery there. Then one important thing is this DO or DO 17. It's very tempting to use it to support your auxiliary forces here, but it's not the correct choice because it simply doesn't have the punch to be really helpful, and it doesn't have the operational range to operate in areas where there's not an airfield. So what we are going to do is we send it to the north because we have airfields there, and we can operate there without running out of fuel all the time. So yeah, already seeing absolutely no damage, no suppression, so this is really a crappy plane. But we will see what we can make work here. But that's already a bad start, because I absolutely want to take out this unit, and 2 strengths, that's... I'm not sure. Should we could risk taking it on with our fighter bomber, but I think just to be safe we will send the Stuka and make sure it's out of the way. And by the way, the Dornier might be a bad plane, but it's still very useful because you can use it to reduce entrenchment, and yeah, that in itself is very valuable. Because the main thing we are fighting here is entrenchment. So then we'll continue, do a little bit of scouting, and we'll try to control the enemy vision as much as possible. Then we want more information, send in our long-range scout tank, and now we can plan out our movements here. So on the first turn, not much is happening. Setting up the positions around here and building the first fighter trap. So the tank is in vision range, and it's basically the only target we are giving them. So this is a very guaranteed fighter trap. Other than that, our next goal will be taking out this Polish infantry. So we'll start to work on it. And luck is, as it seems, not on our side at the moment. I hope it will change in the crucial moments. So other than that, we have 2 level bombers that will accompany Uledier. He will need a lot of help. Basically all the help we can give him. So Sturmpanzer on your way to support Uledier. And yeah, then basically just move up, but not revealing ourselves. Because, like I said, we want to bait them and want to guarantee the attack on our tank. And this, by the way, is my lucky fighter. He never fails on fighter traps, so that worked out at least. So what we want to do now, first shoot at the enemy fighter, because that gives us the information if we need additional support. And by the way, if you want to make it a little bit easier for yourselves, switch the Stuka for one of the BF 110s, because the Stuka is additional trouble basically, because you have to guard it with your fighters, and it's very tempting target for the Polish Air Force, but it has more punch later on, so it's kind of a trade-off. And yeah, that's done, so now we can concentrate on more important things. So find that this city is open, we can rush ahead and try to set up our attack. We have to be quick, because every turn the Polish units are allowed to entrench will make our task a lot more difficult. So let's see. Now it's time to move up a little bit. We can't do much with those infantry units, so we will prepare them in the hills to go forward next turn, because positioning them here in the open will just trigger tank counterattacks, and we don't want that to happen. And we definitely want to get rid of the first infantry unit right now. I think just using the Stuka will be best. Guard the Stuka. It's not really necessary, because on the second turn there isn't really a counterattack, but we want to keep the entrenchment of the units in this trenches down as much as somehow possible. Yeah, let's see. A little bit of suppression. Hopefully a lot of damage. Yeah, then we can try to damage them, but it's not really necessary. So we just keep the ammo. I will think about that. Next up, we want to set up another trap. This time we want to trap a tank. So offering an infantry unit in the open is very tempting for the 7 TP, and we will guard the Gebirgsjäger with 2 artillery pieces, so this should be relatively safe. And I want to fire at this anti-aircraft cannon, because I want to prepare it for a forced surrender next turn, and if they replenish its strengths, the replenished units will be suppressed automatically, so it will make my job of surrendering it a lot easier. Yeah, I don't like pioneers, but they work out great on Manstein, it turns out. So let's see. More suppression, and we will send the Heinkel downwards. Don't reveal it. And you will notice that the Heinkel, even though we sent it all around the map, still has fuel and can keep bombing the city. So it's it's a unit that's much better suited to operate in areas where you don't have an airfield. So never use the Dornier for that. We hope for some suppression. Doesn't work out. Only 7 suppression. Let's hope Olivier. Nah, he did not do good. But our rolls are not the best anyway. So nothing else to do. We want to keep our planes above target, because yeah, then we have more options next turn to move them. And I think we'll try to do damage. Doesn't work out either. So let's end the turn. Whew, that was close. And the trap was miserable as well. Almost no damage and a lot of suppression, so the attack didn't go through and this tank is almost undamaged. So yeah, it would be too easy otherwise. What we can do now is advance a little bit. Infantry in the forest is not a likely target for the enemy, so no risk in revealing that, but we don't want to reveal our tank or artillery, so it's safe like that. We want to stay out of vision range. And we want to start working on the entrenchment levels. Yeah, and then we have to deal with this situation, and now the guard units are not in the city anymore and they take a lot less damage this way. But at least we were lucky this time. And the Sturmpanzer and the captured artillery should be able to deal with it next turn, so we can send down our level bomber already and work on the entrenchment. That's key. So, yeah, I do read the chat, and hi, Mega Star Steve Man. So, let's see what's going on here. Our goal is to immediately destroy the 70p, so we'll move up our flak. We'll see if we can get enough suppression. Yeah, so we can use one piece of artillery to attack the 70p and immediately destroy it. That's great. Now we can force our first surrender and make progress in the north, secured by artillery. This should be alright. Next objective is to get rid of this 15th ranks infantry. So let's see. We want to fire a shot here, prepare our next trap. Use our Stuka to do some damage, hopefully. But like I said, it doesn't seem like we have our lucky day. Yeah. Wow. Terrible roll. And yeah, now the pioneers have to fix it. But this will drive them back. So what we can do here is try to do some damage first. Doesn't happen. And yeah, since we can't destroy it, it's not worth attacking here, I think. We'll just have to take the hit. And keep working on the entrenchment levels. Hopefully do some damage somewhere. But it doesn't seem to happen. Yeah, Manstein difficulty takes a lot of concentration, so maybe I'm a little bit late reacting to the chat, but every single mistake here can cost us dearly. So that's alright. We did 7 points less damage than needed, but it will work out. So in the north, in the south, everything is all right. We are prepared here. That's all right. And yeah, I know I could have forced a surrender, but I don't want to go close to the bunker. I don't want to move into range of this artillery, so I just want to take it slow, and we have to do more damage later on. That's simply how that will work. So everything has moved. Let's end the turn. And cloudy weather again, so that's the reason why we are not doing as much damage as needed. But at least another fighter is down. And then let's slowly begin to work on them. I don't want to advance right now, because there's still threat of the Polish Air Force. And as long as we don't have that under control, I don't want to show more units that's absolutely necessary, because I want to control where they attack. Then we'll try to get rid of this Polish sentry unit. Hi Karl Wolfpup, welcome to the stream. At least 1 point of damage, every little bit helps. I don't think it's worth attacking here. So we'll take the city first and then go in. Other than that, let's see. Now we have to get rid of some of those units at least. And I will try to do a sophisticated trap here. I want the bomber to go for my artillery here, and then I want the fighter to try to protect the bomber and run into my fighter. Let's hope that's going to work out. And then we can fire one shot of artillery, because we have 3 levels of suppression here. So the unit won't retreat now. But the damage is miserable. And we can't attack now, because otherwise it's going to retreat, and that's something we don't want to happen. Finally, 1 unit dealt with. I'm going to reduce entrenchment wherever I can. And here we are at 2 levels of entrenchment now as well. No damage. Yeah, that's not great. So now we have to... Well, if we attack, then it might retreat, so that's not ideal anyways. So we will leave it as is. Definitely don't want them to retreat. So, other than that, let's see. We want to switch into anti-aircraft mode. And slowly start to work on them. Anti-aircraft mode, because now this is not an attractive area of attack. And yeah, basically the most interesting thing to see is this artillery in the open, 1 artillery in the forest. In the forest, the open artillery will take more damage from the air, so this is the most likely target. and this is 11th rank, so it's not as attractive. So I'm counting on them to actually go for this piece of artillery. Other than that, we don't want to do anything right here. We have done everything right here, so we are ready for the next turn. Well, yeah, that's how it's not supposed to work, but we can still kind of deal with that. So we can move our anti-aircraft cannon to shoot at the bomber and then deal with the fighter with our remaining units. But yeah, we're pretty much not having the greatest start here, but we can still salvage that. Let's start to try and do some real damage. At least this was a good attack. Doesn't help us much, but it's better than nothing. Keep as is. Try to do some damage with all the deer. That worked out. We can already start to move downwards. I think we are out of range of any quick units, so that shouldn't hurt us. And then let's see. I definitely want to get him out of the way. Well, that did not work out at all. The damage output is miserable as well. So I think we will have to let one fighter get away. But we should at least be able to deal with the bomber. Yeah, that's done. Then we'll damage the fighter. We will have to deal with him later. Wow. Yeah, today is not my day. And let's see. Now it's time to move in, go around and box them in. And do we still have a plane available? Nope. So I think now it's time to risk attacking. So those units should have been gone a long time ago, but now at least we can close in on the bunker, start to work on the artillery in the back. Main goal of this is to de-entrench it so we can more easily suppress it next turn, and then we can use our engineers to storm the bunker. But with our current luck, I don't think this will work out as well. So let's see, we want to stay as is right here. And Yeah, I think it's time to actually refuel. And Uledier should be able to deal with this on his own. And then we will... Is it worth attacking here? No, not really. Let's end the turn. And now we know the enemy plane is somewhere around here. We will have one turn where they are going to replenish, and then we will have to prepare for the next attack. So let's see. Yeah, let's keep it up above for the moment. At least now they're out of ammo. That should make them easy prey. We can take the airfield, resupply, take the city, and set up our attack. So we need to take out the small city anyways, and it gives us a convenient way of crossing back over the Vistula River. So now, Uledier, do your job. Don't fail me. That's done. Grab the ammo. So I really hope our luck is turning now. Now this area is protected by this anti-aircraft cannon, so we have to deal with this situation with our artillery. Yeah, that's almost enough suppression. Now that's good. Let's hope the bunker gets suppressed at least a little bit. Oh god. Yeah, no use in further attacking here. We simply have to stall for one turn. Because, yeah, our rolls simply don't check out. But at least now we can use the Air Force to start working on some of the targets in the north. This will make our job, at least in the north, a little bit easier. Yeah, that's done. Then let's see if we can finally get rid of this blocking infantry unit. Switch back to anti-tank mode in preparation for our attack on this strong point. Yeah, that's worth it. We have already lost a lot of time, so it's necessary to take some risks now. But that's not attack, that's remotely worth it. Other than that, we are ready to go. Let's see what the Polish can throw at us. Nothing happens. Whew, so next task, take out those two remaining targets. So we'll send forward Uledier. And start to work at them, and those are set to hold position, so no risk involved. And the main issue at the moment is simply digging them out. No use in attacking before we have completed the setup. So that completes it in the south. We'll keep the scout here just to provide mass attack bonus. And then we have to deal with this, yeah, less than ideal situation in the center. So once again, suppress. Yeah, that's decent suppression. So now we can concentrate more firepower on the strong point. Yeah, those rolls are absolutely miserable. This was great, at least. Nice, I like that. So let's see. This is a very likely attack target. So I don't exactly like to keep it as is. I will withdraw and circle around a little bit. Just like that, we have to replenish its strength next turn. Other than that, we are fine. We just have to get rid of this artillery piece, mass attack this Polish infantry unit, and then collapse the anti-aircraft cannon. That should have been done 2 turns ago, or 1 turn at least, but oh well. At least now we have a safe zone in the north where we can absolutely wreak havoc on them. Let's see. The main goal is to take them out. Those are already supported. Now he's down to 3 levels of entrenchment. And we have to replenish our firepower next turn. So we'll keep everything as is, maybe take him out from the air. And that's it. So yeah, and Karel Wolfbob, it has 2 strength levels remaining that are not unsuppressed, so I don't think it could have punished us a lot, but at least we were not completely unlucky. You're right about that. So should we risk attacking here? I don't think so. We will mass attack them next turn. Same here. We've lost a lot of time anyways, so I think we simply leave it as is. Ah, damn it, I forgot about the fighter. So yeah, now we have to get rid of it. Don't want any more shenanigans. And not even that is working out. I can't reach it. Yeah, and really, Lieutenant Choke, I can feel for you. The last time on this map you had that much of bad luck. It's absolutely frustrating. There's nothing you can do. And maybe the best thing is we will try again tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow in the morning, but I will not give up. We will try our best, and if it works out, fine. If not, we'll just redo it. So let's see. What we can do is at least take out those cities that will deny them any vision. Yeah, but it's too much for this turn, so never mind. But we can definitely take it out next turn. We need one more point of suppression. It seems nothing is in range. Nope. So we'll just try to surround it. Attacking here basically achieves nothing because we can't destroy it anyways, and if we can force it onto the river we can destroy it instantly. So that's done, that's done. Then we have to grab ammo. Maybe get rid of him. Nope, definitely not. So we can't get the full resupply here. Replenish the strength. And maybe we are able to distract him. He should definitely run into one of those two. I don't want to deal with him again. So, at least now this situation here is a lot easier to control. We want to force the artillery back. Then we could have destroyed it with our tank. Not necessary. And I think we'll, yeah, of course, ragged defense. But that wasn't too bad. We will have to take it out in 2 turns because now we are running out of options here. So this might get attacked, but I don't want to risk too much damage on my pioneer. So maybe we will make them protect each other. So that's done. That's done. Nothing more we can do here. Nothing more we can do here. Let's hope we can trap the fighter. And that's basically it. Let's end the turn. Not even destroyed. And this was a risk worth taking. Whew. No suppression, no damage at all. But at least now we can force it onto the river. Where we can finally get rid of it. First mission complete, and it's time to set up the attack. Our main goal here is to force the surrender on this anti-aircraft cannon and one of the infantry units, so we can't block both of those hexes. That's the only thing those units have to achieve. Then, next up, finishing off the fighter. What? I will get him, no problem. Resupply. Yeah, that's maybe overkill. Now we can use the scout to get rid of him sometime in the future. But for now, what we want to do is approach our next target. So the goal is to force the surrender on this infantry unit so we can again block the victory hexes. So other than that, let's see. We have to replenish our strengths. Finally move in the pioneers and hope we can take him out without artillery support. At least that worked out, and there's a certain possibility that they will try to attack into this, so let's hope for that. Grab supplies. So we are not out of it yet. I'm refusing to give up. Let's see. Not destroyed again. And yeah, then we'll try to force our way forward. We'll start to work on the artillery in the background because it's entrenched at level 6 and that's obviously not ideal. And this attack is not worth it because it will only force the unit out of here and then we can't control what it's doing. So next turn we can collapse the anti-aircraft cannon. Yeah, we're starting to make some progress at least. Let's not get hectic. It's all gonna work out. Yeah, that's done. Fine. Relocate all you want. That means they're giving up their entrenchment bonus. Now they put a unit into our way. Sadly, they did not attack. And the problem now is, if I put this pioneer unit in here, that would be ideal because I can push the anti-aircraft cannon away, but then I'm exposed to 2 pieces of artillery and this will absolutely demolish him. Because we are a little bit late in the north and the west, so we couldn't work We couldn't get rid of this unit basically. So let's think here. I still could force this anti-aircraft cannon right here and then take it out. And maybe sacrifice this Wehrmacht infantry. That's the best way I can see at the moment. And I don't want to take more damage than necessary. And I want to guarantee the kill on the anti-aircraft cannon. So now we have more room to operate. I can not really do something against it right now. But next turn I think we can finish it off. And now we want to start level bombing the big artillery piece in the center. No use in moving here. This is a little bit too risky. This really is in the way. So let's start to dig them out. And now there are several options. We could move downwards. But I think we'll take it slow and steady instead. Maybe they even run into us. Kill off another unit, that's nice. But now we are in range of the heavy artillery. So now the real fun starts. Supply. Set up. Yeah, got stop here. But maybe this will draw one of the tankettes, and that's not a complete fail as well. We'll try to force him upwards, then I hope I can finish him off. That's done. We are a little bit exposed here, but by guarding the artillery with artillery, I think we still should be fine. And then We'll try to prevent this tankette from doing too much damage. Yeah, and then we are ready to go in. Whew. A little bit back in the time plan, but otherwise that's kind of okay. They can't push through here, so we can move up our artillery. And sorry, I'm not concentrated on the chat at the moment. That's too much for me to process at the moment. So that's good. Let's end the turn and keep our fingers crossed. We still are in this. Now we control the skies over the most part of the capital, and we can really exploit that. The big artillery is already a little bit damaged. We hope they will focus on our auxiliary unit. Target defense this time working for us. Two times in a row, so our luck is getting back. Whew, and hi Goose. This is an epic fight, and I'm having a lot of fun with this, and I'm confident we will make it work. Let's see. Let's move up and start to work on the entrenchment level. It's already entrenched at level 9, because we are very late to the party here. But that's it. Not going to attack here. We will have to de-entrench it a lot more. Then we will try to take out this gun. We will force it to move in front. No use in attacking the 70p at the moment, so I think we'll force it to retreat and then take it out with the Gebirgsjäger. Yeah, let's not waste artillery shots. Then we'll double level bomb the big artillery in the center. We want to waste its ammo count. Then the next shot it fires, it will run out of ammo, and then we can easily take it out. So next up, we want to maybe we want him to rush into here. I will think about that. Next up, grab supplies. Maybe trigger an attack. But mainly we want to work on the entrenchment here. It's already at level 8. So not good for us. And it's cloudy weather again, so our air force is basically useless. Some amount of suppression, force him into another city hex. But again, luck is not exactly on our side, but now at least we can move forward. hopefully trigger another shot at this weakened auxiliary unit. And hopefully finish him off with an airstrike. Of course, not going to happen. That's not worth it. Don't have additional firepower ready, but we can start to de-entrench another unit. Don't think we can get outflanked here, so then just move up and try to block them from going outside of the city. No use in attacking here. I don't think we left any units behind. Yep. And yeah, this cavalry unit basically spots everything. So we'll do it like that. If they want to go for this artillery, that's fine. The flak in the open should be fine. So that's it. Let's grab some reinforcements and then we're good to go again, I think. Yep. And they're moving all of their units again. I can live with that. And it's not cloudy weather, so that's good. We hopefully can deal with the tank now. But let's first think and see what we can do. Supplies. Kill off the Tankat if possible. And then we want to start level bombing those very entrenched units because they're impossible to remove and they are blocking our movement options. So I want to run them out of ammunition so I can deal with them. Then we'll start to work on this critical... Wow, this was a big hit. On this critical infantry unit. Yeah, not quite, but we will be able to block those victory hexes, no problem. Next thing, we have to do the same with Grenadier. Force our way into this trench. So that's looking good. And the final thing we have to remove is this 70p. But let's actually see. That's tricky. This Polish mountain unit is a problem. $70p is a little bit of a problem, but if it stays as is, it's actually not that bad. If we can keep it separated from the rest, that's fine. We are very well protected here, and what we can do is force this mountain unit ahead of our waiting pioneers. There we can hopefully finish it off. Do we have another plane? No, we don't. So let's simply hope we get them. No, but that's not that bad. It can't reinforce a lot, so that's fine. And we can hopefully not do the same. But at least a little bit damage to the cat. Force it forward. And then I think we'll just leave it as is, because it's 3 units adjacent to it. It can't do anything. No use in attacking it, forcing it back. So, situation in the center is start to look a lot better. We'll move a 3rd unit adjacent to it. Definitely can't replenish. It's ammunition, that's key. And then we are good to go. No use in attacking in here. The tank shouldn't be able to do much. Sacrificing the auxiliary unit is fine. We got rid of the entrenchment level on this mountain unit, so that's definitely worth it. So then it's finally time to deal with some of the units here. Again, not getting it, but it's not a problem. We can follow up with an artillery shot. And then it's... let's see. Time to kill it off. We'll force it into the forest and then finish it off with our mountain unit. That's done, and that way we are in a relatively good position. The entrenchment levels on those cavalry units are not very high. We might be able to force some surrenders next turn. We'll see. Let's keep level bombing. This unit is totally in the way, so I absolutely want to get rid of it. And let's see, the risk for rugged defense is 10%. Maybe we can improve our chances, but yeah, let's try it. %. It fired back, now it's out of ammo, and we can slowly eliminate it without further risk. Then next task will be eliminating this cat. That's done. Nothing can go through here. That's fine. We'll block the enemy. And try to work on the next candidate for forcing out of ammo. So, that's good. What's the most dangerous unit? One of those? So let's fire a shot and do some damage. But other than that, this situation is fine. And then it's time to block the ability to buy units. Force him out of the trench. Move up, and this is a relatively safe position. So, things slowly but surely start to get back under control. We could take a hit here from one of the cavalry units, but that's fine, I think. So, everything moved. We'll start to level bomb here next turn. And that's fine. 14 turns. Now we have to start to really block off all their options. So grab ammo. Get him out of the way. And start level bombing the next one. But now it's imperative to get rid of the big gun in the center. We are set up very well to actually do it. We just have to force him down. Maybe we can even outright destroy him. But we will see about that. I think we will fire one more shot. Force him downwards. And then it should be a relatively safe attack. Now let's actually not risk anything. And kill off the big artillery gun. So now a lot of targets are already firmly under lockdown. We have to block this. That's not ideal because I don't want to. Actually, I don't want to put the 88 in a city tile, but that can't be avoided. So let's try to shoot down what ammo we can see and keep them in lockdown. Not ready to hurt us. We'll grab supplies. Grab supplies. Start to work on the defending artillery. Key is to reduce its entrenchment so that we can deal with it later. So that's it. Let's hope we don't take a hit. But some risks have to be taken. No, that's fine. They're even relocating. That's even better. And now we can start to force surrenders left, right, and center. We have still 5 turns to go, so that should absolutely be doable. But entrenchment levels are pretty steep, so still a lot of work to do. Try to run out the defending guns. Don't want them in the way. We want to run him out of ammo. Getting rid of him will make our job a lot easier, because then we can really box them in. We can hopefully force surrender. Well, let's simply destroy this last tankette that gets rid of their last mobile units. Plane. Now, and we want a unit to move in there just to reduce the entrenchment level. Yeah, but I think we are going to make it. Initiative on the Gebirgsjäger, that's nice. We'll grab supplies here. Destroy another unit. And hopefully maybe trigger a counterattack. But we will see about that. So this unit is very entrenched, so we will start to work on him. And this artillery still is way too entrenched. And the situation here is under control. Whew, so they at the moment can't do much. We'll just wait. Replenish our units. And now it seems they absolutely want to go for it. That's fine as well. And all of them moved. That's actually great. Whew, so, but that's dangerous as well. Maybe it's best to force him out of here. because I really want to put them on lockdown. If they manage to destroy the unit in here, that would be very bad indeed. That's enough. Let's try to work on the entrenchment level. Kill off another unit. And I think now it's time to start working on this last fortifications. But getting control over the center is nice too. So let's try and see what we can make work. So he will withdraw. Do we want him to withdraw? I think for now yeah, we actually want to force him downwards. Then maybe take him out. Yeah, that's another unit kind of out of the way. That's good enough. We can finish him off next turn and really move in to destroy the final defending artillery in the center. This cavalry unit we best outright destroy. Resupply. And then I think we are good to go. Next turn. We should be able to force our way into there. Not worth attacking here. And we still have to get rid of this strong point if we want to take more prestige. But for now I think we are fine. With all the bad luck we had in the beginning, it's looking decent. Only relatively problematic thing at the moment is that we are running out of ammo. But we still have 3 turns to go. That should be more than enough to do it. We'll run this fortification out of ammo. That was stupid. Still worked out. So not a problem. We'll try to get rid of him from the air. Didn't work out. But artillery gone, and this position now is completely doomed. We don't have to commit much more to actually hold here. So then our ammo situation is really bad in the center. Yeah. We'll force this gun to move upward. Then we should be able to easily take it out. Don't want any shenanigans by those units, so I'm keeping away from them. But at least now it's relatively safe. To make sure there's not more resistance. Then we'll collapse them by massive air attacks. Grab supplies again. We can't resupply here. But the strong point is boxed in, that's the main thing. We'll move up. And we will get rid of him, no problem whatsoever. This is not strong enough to threaten us anymore. This is fine. Those two units are too weak to do anything. Don't want to move up. Yeah, that's good. Let's check the Air Force. Looks good. Let's end the turn. Sorry, and with a little bit of luck, we should be able to completely wipe them. Let's see, we can force surrenders down here. But first things first. Yeah, I will think about that. Let's not hurry. There's still too much that could go wrong in the end. And ammo is always an issue. So, let's see. This will force a surrender. We'll move up. Grab supplies. One level of entrenchment left. Wow, that was a surprising amount of enemy fire here. So let's try to level bomb those remaining targets. That should do the trick. With this infantry in the center. That's good. We want to leave this open because we want them to pull in and then we can force surrenders on them. Then we just have to deal with those units that are still clogging the center. And we can't go near them at the moment. But we can certainly force more surrenders here. So that's done. And yeah, the risk for taking too much damage is too high. I think I will keep it as is for the moment. We don't have to destroy them, so yeah, basically don't care. That we can keep as is. Grab supplies for the final attacks. And next turn we can finish off this position. And tranquilly know around an airfield the enemy can't buy units, so we're good. Nothing bad is going to happen there. So he is entrenched at level 3. So we can easily force a surrender on him. No, let's actually level bomb him. And it would be ideal to start off with a unit above him. But it will work out that way. No problem. He is completely suppressed, so that works. And if he wants to go in here and attack my artillery, that's fine as well. Now our next goal is to kill off this fortress or fortification. That should be relatively easy. Almost completely suppressed. We'll move around just to be able to surround the final units on the last turn. At least that's what I hope we're going to do. Maybe he wants to move in there. That would be ideal. Forcing a surrender on him will be very hard, so hopefully he moves. don't need that much artillery, so we will relocate. And yeah, that's it. The Air Force can't do much more. All units are set up so they can fire on the last turn. He will move in here, that's good. Just for security reasons, move up a little bit to provide more defense. And hopefully we can get rid of the last units. So, looks good. Let's end the turn. And see what they're going to do. Yeah. That's non-core units. So... we'll force a surrender on him. He should be suppressed enough, but it's not guaranteed actually. So I will think about it. Let's see. I think firing one more shot in his direction is fine. Grab the city, and you can take cities while you're out of ammo, so that's not an issue. Then we'll try to get rid of the anti-aircraft cannon. It's completely suppressed, so we can now send in our Stuka. He is almost completely suppressed, so this will be another surrender. And then we have a final target left. Would be ideal to get him as well. I didn't count my artillery shots. It would be so nice to have revenge. No, not quite, but I think we still can whittle him down. Let's take the airfield. Move him in. No, let's attack. It's not worth it to attack here, that's for sure. But I still want to do it. Level bomb. No. It simply wasn't meant to be. But we did take all of the victory locations. That's what counts. Let's guard our tank. Maybe he wants to do a stupid move. And maybe our fighter gets super lucky. Nope, he does not. But other than that, we are completely safe here. The only thing he can attack is our tank. We will double protect it. And it's done. Yeah. So, didn't work out as we planned to do, but still total victory. So I'm very happy about that, and it's a really tricky map where you have to watch the entrenchment levels of the enemy, make sure you don't expose anything, don't put too much pressure on them, let them room for relocating, counter-attacking, and slowly but surely finish them off. So that was pretty exhausting. So thanks to you for watching and keeping with me the whole time. Hope you enjoyed it too. Let's watch the outro and then, yeah, let's go watch some football, I think. Decisive victory. We'll watch the battlefield. Nothing left. This single Polish infantry survived. I kind of would have liked to destroy it, but it's okay. So, see you on the next one. Spoils of War. That will be super hard, but should work out. And Goose, I didn't lose any units. I did only use some auxiliary units, and we did take not a lot of damage actually. Most of our units still have the overstrengths, so it really worked out well, despite having a series of horrendous rules in the beginning. So, that's it. See ya. Bye.